Well, good morning, Substack viewers, visitors, investigators, subscribers, and followers. I'm Scott Spradlin, and I'm recording this video at the world headquarters for Wise Mind for the Distracted Mind, DBT for Adult ADHD. And I just wanted to pop in and give a video because it's been a little bit since I've given any substantial content, really. And so I want to keep you all posted. And Mariah and I have turned in more or less the final manuscript for the forthcoming workbook, the DBT Skills Workbook for Adult ADHD, to be published by New Harbinger Publications, coming out in 2026, already listed on Amazon and other online merchants for pre-order, if that's something that you're interested in, whether you're a practitioner helping adults with ADHD, or like me, you are a practitioner who is also an adult diagnosed with and being treated for ADHD, or you're somebody looking for adjunct help to what you're already doing with a therapist or coach, and or just to do a little bit of self-education and learning some tools for increasing your self-regulation and mitigating your executive function impairments. In other news, this week is the CHADD conference with ADDA, the Association for um, Attention Deficit Disorder Association, I think is what it stands for. I'm new to the organization. I have not been to one of their programs since about 2019, I think, when they were in Philly, when I did present for the first time on that Wise Mind for the Distracted Mind, DBT for Adult ADHD. And since then, we've been working on the book, and we're very grateful to Celia Hanauer at New Harbinger Publications and others who are kind of behind that. We're going to get more shout outs along the way as that comes out. We'll keep you all up to date. But really, really looking forward to this conference because we're going to have some time to see an old friend of mine, Dr. Sean Horn from the Pacific Northwest, who's also writing books on how to deal with shame in adult ADHD, also publishing with New Harbinger Publications. And we'll get to spend time with some new acquaintances and, frankly, I'd say some very friendly supporters who've been very generous to Mariah and I in their time and willingness to review the book. For instance, Russell Ramsey, we're looking forward to hearing his presentations. And also want to say thanks to him for providing his generous forward for the forthcoming workbook and also his encouragement in following through on that. So we're really grateful to him for that. So Russell, if you see this video, thank you. We're looking forward to seeing you in Kansas City. Looking forward to your presentations, and I'm also looking forward to spending a little bit of time with and hopefully becoming more acquainted with Dr. Lydia Zylowska, who has written for Guilford Publications a treatment manual for implementing mindfulness for adults with ADHD and some other trade paperback works there. And she does a lot of work in a private practice, I believe, and also at the in Minneapolis, I think, at the University of Minnesota, but I'll have to check those credentials. I probably should slow down on naming people's credentials if I'm not sure. But her works are fabulous. So are Ramsey's. We've been using their books quite a bit in our practice and our self-development, but also, again, welcoming their personal encouragements in their review of the book. And hopefully spend time with Ari Tuckman, who is extremely involved with these organizations in helping all things ADHD. Very energetic advocate for dissemination of research and clinical tools for kids, teens, and adults in all phases of life in getting accurate information about ADHD out there in public. So we're looking forward to hopefully seeing him a little bit. And I've only been to one of these, and it was a total blast. Energy was great. It was fabulous, a lot of fun. People are very welcoming, and maybe it's because it's a couple hundred people getting together who have ADHD. Maybe that's part of what makes it fun. I don't know, but just want to let you all know we'll be doing that. We'll be reporting intermittently over the next couple of days about our visit to the ADHD conference in Kansas City, and probably posting a few pictures. We get some yearbook photos with our new acquaintances and friends, and Dr. Sean Horn, and with Mariah and myself. So that's what's happening. But if you're looking forward to that workbook that we have talked about through our writing here and other places in our videos, you can go to Amazon. You can check in with your local bookstores if you prefer to go through one of your local independent merchants, which we're always a big fan of. Our favorite is 8th Day Books here in Wichita, Kansas, or if you're in Portland, Oregon, maybe going out to Powell's City of Books and see if maybe you can get it from them, or even local brick and mortar chains like Barnes and Noble, who sometimes carry my book. So anyway, I just wanted to give you that update. I had a little break this morning before I go see clients and close out the week, and then we're heading up to Kansas City. So I'll be posting some new content here briefly while I still have a little bit of time, just on some ADHD news related to science and ADHD and that kind of thing. So we'll always have more to say, but now that the book is mostly done, a big sigh of relief and feeling a little more spontaneous and free to interact with Substack and other social media platforms. So we'll look forward to hearing from all of you. Feel free to email, message, or respond in comments and let us know what kind of content you'd like to see here. Give us some feedback on what might be useful. We're kind of coming at the ADHD material mostly from the dialectical framework and DBT. So keep that in mind. But we look around also to see what others are doing outside of that, because we're not the only game in town, as they say. And it's plenty room for everybody. Okay. Well, you be mindful out there and have a great weekend.